a cash prize that will be given to them. So we also have the intention to partner with the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Arts and Culture. The Ministry of Education now will be working in the sense that if you check some of us that in our secondary school for the arts students, in literature you have the poem category, we have the drama category, so we can actually pick a play that these people are reading for that particular academic session and say, okay, your play you'll be doing for the drama category, it will be based on this play. So you just summarize the play and then do a production on it, and then that's what we'll be judging by. So the same thing for the orphanages, we can just volunteer since they might not be used to those plays. You can just tell them, okay, come up with any drama with this theme, with a particular theme, come up with any theme song with this particular theme, come up with any dance with this particular song that has this theme. Cash prizes like the best. We are looking at a way where we can mentor them to take up courses in tertiary institution that is art oriented. We follow them up, tell them based on their talent. Okay, you know how to art, you can actually read theater art, you can actually read English because there's a bit of acting in English too. You can actually go into mass communication, but there's also a mix of acting in mass communication where you have to communicate in mass. So we encourage them to take up courses in tertiary institution through mentorship, and so that they can actually be artistically oriented better.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so before we move to is everything okay? Before we move to the next project, I feel we should talk about something tonight relative to our supper, our dinner. Very important because it's already past 8, and we may be here till maybe 9 or even 10, and God knows how long we will be here. So are we having dinner tonight? So the head of kitchen.
Kitchen head. Kitchen head.
I'm not here for my head.
Well, I mean, it's powerful section. I'm loving every bit of it. And I'm waiting after my session. I'm on this project. I'm thinking about it. I'm interested in that.
Okay, every custodian, are we having dinner tonight?
Yes, something like
We should.
we
Okay.
ate lunch around 5, 6, 8.
The head of kitchen, what do you suggest?
Well, the truth is, we cannot start fixing any major meal.
Serious, we're not taking serious. Serious.
You can say we're not taking. Only you cannot say we're not taking.
It's a suggestion.
Start in the morning. That's what I'm doing. I'm suggesting to them.
Okay, it's settled then, something light.
No juice. So he's saying for himself too, so I can speak for myself too.
Okay, something light then, so it's settled. Let's move ahead. We'll move to project Switch, Tony Greatness. Custodian Tony Greatness, project Switch. Custodian Tony Greatness.
Don't switch the fantasy now. We just move to the next.
There's just one like switch.
Switch the on and I want to see like, oh.
Switch it again.
What I got from your prayer was Switch is a mind shifter.
Yep.
I got that one.
That's what it is. Alright, ordinarily, switch is a mind shifter. The very first thing that we are looking at in switch is the first thing, teaching them young and equipping their mind. Alright, there's going to be a very long process of learning because I'm not looking at the touched and the potty children. I'm not looking at those guys living in places that are decent. I'm actually looking at the ghetto children. I'm looking at those guys in the inner cities of the urban area. Okay, so we are looking at those children that doesn't even understand. There's no foundation for them to grow with. There's no laid out plan for their lives. Their parents cannot have as well as in one room 7 children in one patch house and all that, and those kids can be sometimes, in fact most times, very creative. So what we intend doing is first thing first to stop them out of a long term of mentorship. Now I have a friend who wrote a book, who authored a book called The Making of Champions. So we intend to work with that, and then The Power of Your Mind by my man of God. So those are the books that we'll be using to mentor them. And then a good number of them will be taken back to school. We have the back to school project, which we are presenting them with school bags, lunch bags, sandals, and then just as a few things that we could have inside their stuff right there. Then we have our attention from the same environment, those who could not complete their secondary school, who dropped out. Some skill acquisition classes here we are not targeted 1 month, it's not 2 months. For instance, I had to go make inquiry from our fashion staff, Ifonaya, and I asked her how long will it take for somebody to be properly grounded in fashion, and he said 6 months, 1 year. I said for me I go for the 1 year. We already have a few fashion academies that people have been working with stuff like this before now. So I could talk to her, say, okay, you go there and learn, and we pay. You go there and learn. And upon your graduation, we sort a few things out for those ones within that university and drop out from secondary school and that would want to learn something within digital marketing, graphic design, shoemaking, fashion, barbers, recording artists, music, photographers, baking, cinematography, acting, and the rest of it. We are looking at on a minimal 10 per state, 10 people per state. But the trainings will not be just for 10, but we are picking the first and best 10 to equip
So the children that are going back to school, this, and then this part of the project that is very, very amazing, which is the business side of it. We hope, I have this in mind also with this project. Is written there in the document, which is the Switch Barber Shop, which we intend to have one in every city. One in every city, Switch Barber Shop. One in every city. I already have partnering top-notch barbering shops in Lagos that I work with that will be coaching these young people. They will go there and learn properly. And upon their graduation, depending on their choice, they will be sent, the best one or two will be sent to the Switch Barber Shop to handle it. And it will run on 3 phases. The money, whatever they are making, first one goes to the account of the Switch Foundation or Switch whatever account. The first one, the next set of it goes to them, and the smaller quantity goes to the maintenance of the shop. So they are not running any loss at all. But upon graduation, and they decide that, okay, we want to have our own, of course, we let them go. But the Switch Barber Shop must always run. Now, the reasons for having Switch Barber Shop is to be able to cater for those children, their welfare, maybe a little time, just send them Indomies and all those kind of things. And then their medical bills, some little medical bills, will pay from that place to enhance their health while they go to their schools. And then some maintenance on their school stuff, like their bags can get back. We need to replace the bags, their sandals can be bad as well, all that. So, and lastly, we'll have every year, upon training these 10 individuals, every year, we'll have the Switch concert, which I'm pioneering. Now, if you artists that who will be training will be automatically signed to COB, which is my own music label, City of Greatness. So we're signing them there for a period of time just to groom them. Whatever they are making goes to them. Whatever they are making goes to them. The only part we are taking is to help somebody else. So the concert is a fundraiser. The fundraising, whatever we are raising from the concert, is for who are living in
really massive. The same opinion I was giving to Blessings. I think it's really I think what you just shared now is the vision of the project, which is really fantastic. Someone can do this for the lifetime. The project is a lifetime. You could do this for a year. You are born to do this. But my advice is also is you should narrow it down. If you want to focus on the slums, you want to focus on these kids going back to school, you want to focus on the aged, you want to focus on the concept, start off with one. And then from there you can start
Touching all the
touching
things.
others. Because if you say you want to take all of them at once,
Overwhelming.
you end up not achieving 100% of them. It's a great idea. I like it.
Okay, thank you for that prompt advice. I totally buy it. But you see, back to school is not a project. We just buy things, we give them, and they go back to school.
Okay.
The actual project is the concentration is on these guys in Igbo, in the ghetto side. So the focus is majorly on training these guys to becoming something. The focus is actually on those children are just like when you are giving anything to the orphanage, it doesn't look like one lifetime thing. Alright, you could do it as often as possible. But when you are training somebody to become somebody to help somebody else tomorrow, I think that is the thing. And then the Switch concert comes once a year.
About the agent.
The aged, after the concert, that's when we sort them. It's just the same thing as those children too.
Okay, so
Maybe towards the end of the year, just be 3 families.
in the ghetto.
Yes.
Alright, got it.
Okay, thank you very much. We move on to Fashion Talent Discovery at Ifunanya.
Alright, my project actually, the name has actually been changed. It was Nigeria Fashion Talent Discovery Project, but presently it's now Fashion Talent Discovery Hub. Yeah. Alright, so to keep it short, my project is actually it's a God inspired. It's a God inspired project actually.
Yeah,
and more than a project. And more than a
Yeah,
project, for me it's like a ministry. It's a ministry for me.
That's the verse.
That's what I'm saying.
So like I said, more than a project, it's like a ministry for me. So my project, the vision of my project is that I seek to discover, harness, and empower fashion talent among Nigerian girl child. I'm actually focusing on the girl child. Yeah. And so I said this project for me is like a ministry because part of the reason I'm doing this project is because God wants me to actually correct the system of fashion in our world today. He wants me to correct it. Yes, that was part of the reason I went to learn fashion. And like I said, I've said it a thousand times that God gave me the scripture, Exodus chapter 28 from verse 2. He said, make clothes for thy brother Aaron for glory and beauty, for dignity and honor. I went to read so many translations. Some people say that will lend dignity to their work. So there I got to know that, okay, clothes actually speaks. So, like I said, this is like a ministry. I want to correct the fashion, the system of fashion in our world presently. Now, what this project is to do is, I seek to train 100 Nigerian girls. Yes, 100 young girls within the age of 15 to 25 years will be selected. I'll select them, train them, and after training them, I'll teach them the core essence of fashion. I'm going to reorient. Thank you so much. I'm going to reorient them on what fashion is all about, giving them the right mindset. And then after that, I'll train them within a period of 6 months to 1 year. And after that, I'll empower them. So I'll be giving 100 sewing machines to them. Basically, what you need to start up a business to be earning is once you have your machine, there's nothing that is stopping you. The only thing that can stop is laziness if you are lazy. But once you have your machine, you can make clothes for yourself, you can start making clothes for your friends, and so that's what basically my project is all about. And the second part of the project is also to help Nigerian tailors. Like I said in the project, we have so many tailors littered around the streets of every state. You see every shop tailor. But yet we don't really have much impact. All they know, most of the tailors, what they know how to do is just to clamp keke, like I said, to clamp machine, and just sew clothes. Forgetting that fashion has gone beyond just knowing how to join two sides of clothes. No, we also have fashion modeling, fashion influencing, and the rest. So how I tend to solve this problem is that I'm going to be having a fashion crusades, just like that. What do we call it? That church fashion statement we had. That's like a fashion crusade. That's actually correcting the mindset of people about fashion. So I'm going to be having such crusades. Then in that crusade, I'm going to partner with other tailors. These tailors I'm telling you that are just littered around the streets, I'm going to partner with them. They will bring out their designs. Even these girls that I'm going to train, they're going, at the end of the training section, they are also going to make beautiful, decent, godly designs that only God can give them such designs. Like then, so when they make such designs, they'll put it out. They'll actually be bringing their designs to my fashion crusade, showing the world different styles and different fashion. So basically, that's my project.
Gil?
Okay, so are you going to just empower Christian girls?
No, I didn't mention empowering Christian girls.
No, sorry, as in like training Christian girls. Are you just training Christian girls?
In my project, I say young Nigerian girl child, and I didn't say Christian. So I'm even focusing on girl child in the northern part of Nigeria. Like I already have a venue for one of the training centers in Masaka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why I said that was because you know there are atheists in Nigeria. Hope you know that one.
Atheists?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are atheists in Nigeria.
Yeah.
What if you are training an atheist? He doesn't believe in God. And then you are saying only God idea.
Well, I don't know about the atheists, but the thing is, I'm going to sell my idea to them. If I'm teaching you the core essence of my fashion, it's just like, okay, for instance, where I learned how to sew, every morning we take devotion before we start sewing. So if you're a Muslim, if you're a Muslim,
If it's not cool with you, you can
if it's not cool, you can go. Exactly.
That's it.
Where I land, we take devotion. So if it's not cool with you, go somewhere else and
It's fine.
And still, we are setting a standard.
If you don't
Yes.
work, just
So I don't know about the atheists. I'm not going to be imposing scripture or anything, but this is my standard. This is what I stand for. This is what God has sent me here to do. This is the vision. That is it. Those are ready. And my mission is to win them. We are going to discover them. Then I'll build them. And then I'll send them. So.
Okay, that's cool. Okay,
Your project is a huge one, and I mean, getting 100 sewing machine for a year, it's something very, very. I don't know how much a sewing machine costs, but I know it's nothing less than 20K. Is it up to
Jesus.
It's
Are you kidding me?
Sorry, it's less than, yes. What
A
I'm
Sasna machine is now 60,000.
So you can imagine.
But apply man and not industrial.
I said nothing less than. It can't be less than 3. I'm just estimating. I don't know the price actually. Okay. So it's a huge one, and it will be very, 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 very capital intensive or financially demanding. But then my concern is, I don't know if you have actually considered the selecting process on how you select these 100 girls a year. Apart from the age category 15 to 25, what other characteristics do they need to, or a passion for fashion, is it part of it, or are there other things that will qualify them to be selected? And how do you select them? Do you do it regionally? Apart from the fact you're looking at northern girls, in northern we have so many geopolitical, like 3 geopolitical zones. Do you do it regionally? What have you actually considered your selection process? And how do you fix that selection process, and what are the categories you should be looking at for in those girls to qualify as part of the 100 girls yearly that you will be training and you'll be empowering with the sewing machine?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, for my selection process, I thought about it, and I think the major requirement is your passion for fashion. You have to be passionate, because if I were I learned, my boss is going to ask you, did they force you to come and learn, or you want to learn? So it's not, let's not be my mother say, I'm playing too much, let me come and learn. No, you will not learn like that. So you have to have that passion for fashion. That's all you need. That's all the major requirements. So if you're passionate about fashion, and then I have people that are also, like where I learned, were about 3. Some had paid for only 3 months and could not continue. And out of all of us that learned, about 2 of them are they are not into fashion or anything, because one, they could not get machine, and then whatever you leave leaves you. So what they've learned, they could not practice it. Some of them stopped 3 months. While me, I did 6 months. And then after I finished my system, I got my machine and started practicing all that I've learned. But most of these girls did not even get a machine, and some of them stopped at 3 months, and that was it. Till today, nothing about fashion. They can still remember small thing, but whatever you leave truly leaves you. So those kind of people too, I want to help them. It was just machine that was the limitation. If not, that girl now would have been able to what's the name? She would have gotten a machine, start sewing for herself, start making little for her friends, and like that she can even help herself in school. That's the
okay, last one. Are you ready?
Okay, I just want to add a little, my own personal opinion to your project. Okay, so the part of empowering, the skill part of it for the northern girls is quite reasonable, because they tend to just do their thing there without skill and all. So, but then I feel like the part of you trying to correct fashion, I feel you should look more to the west than the north. Personally, I've not lived in the north before, but I feel they cover more. True. I've not lived there, but then I feel like that part they cover more. So the angle of you trying to correct, look at the west. That is where
the correction is.
I'm also coming back to that. Now for the northern girls, my project, the truth is that, like Abigail said, I'm not going to gather them 100 in a place. You will not, what can you teach 100 people in a place? They will not get, yes. So I have planned 2020. And now, for instance, for the Northern girls, why my main reason of training the Northern girls is not because of the coverage, it's to give them a skill. Like I said in the project, if they cannot be educated, they should have a skill. They can be making their jalabias and all those things, and making money, making salad wares. They're doing salad, they have clothes salad. So it's not, I'm not just going to focus on the Northern, no. It has, we have limited gods in my project. And then, okay, please, I also want to throw to the house. I've actually been thinking about it. How do I get to raise revenue from this project?
Let me stop you there. We have an emergency. Abigail is not feeling well.
Wow.
She's having an episode, and this one seems intense than the other ones. That's why all the ladies left. I was hoping we would not have to interfere with the session, but as it stands, message just reaching me now is it's getting worse, and we need to bring it to the notice of the father with immediate effect, because we need extra hands as things stand. So we'll adjourn and reconverge as soon as that's taken care of.
We'll
go downstairs and start. Please, some of us that are not doing it.
Please, let's get her outside. Let's get her outside so that we can.
Let's get out to where this is.
Let's get her outside so that we can.
I think it was here.
Wow. Lord help us.
Resuscitate. No, resuscitate.
So add 8 to the last one. You can't be a nurse. You see the first president was getting it. That first one was there. I don't know. One of us the fact that somebody that has experience in one thing, she would start. Have you exactly? Even from what you said, David. If you notice, it was we had a conversation like, you know, like she had an when it's a really big man now ask. That she needs no, I'm finding the name now. Is it something they can quickly get now? Like, is it something very easy?
Yes, no, they can go to any pharmacy.
Is it in here?
It's like a medication that I think it should be a medication. They got it
I think the inhaler doesn't work when the thing is high. Just helps to.
This guy will hear this bell.
You should have done.
He don't ring centrally. Bah! No, now, you see what's that? It's a little bit there.
Okay, she's coughing. What way is it? Was she in the kitchen? But the inhaler is very good. But it's not really that. So what is she saying? What is very good? She did that. I'm sure Father will
to write the name of that song and let them pick those yours. You drop it so that that's what they did for fashion.
I'm sure you will
Write it down. You drop it fire them and go to come and read it now and then.
what he did was just like
You don't finish, you want to sensitive to go and know where Father will go. When you listen to talk about Christian, we pray, we are not expecting answers to our prayers.
yes.
And he said, he didn't know the time, so he was thinking.
For let them write it.
I think what I'm doing is because he said that or maybe there's no how to say
Yes, yeah. Jesus. I said Jesus. Nebulizer.
That's the answer.
Yes.
Which one again? No, that's not. Okay. Oxygen is okay. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. What is going to say that? Is it something you just buy? Many people are saying that this is only drug. It says a machine. Many people are calling it like that. Everybody's that. No, now they say they are not the one. They say that their father she means it. So we are talking about the machine.
You said to nebulizer. Nebulizer, right? Like communicated with father, so you said they're bringing rights away.
Nebulizer is a machine.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Very sensitive drugs, so I don't have easy. Or you bring patients. Be aware.
Please.
Yeah, let's say that the normal
For those of us who are led, please you can join to the greatness downstairs for prayers. Because the running is there. I know there are some more.
But it got some trouble.
He said it's not offensive for her.
She said so. Viewer, come and take the photo from the side. I'm not supposed to. Oh, yes. Who said this? It's true. You're supposed to go side map for me, bro. He's not here. I collected it and gave it in 5 months. That's what he did there. Por isso, there's no suffocation. Yes. If you express heat or anything, the thing is, I was the last person to talk. I was the last person to talk.
That's for you. So you can join in prayer.
Student 014, or student 14. Okay, I realized recently in the world, in Nigeria basically, that there are a lot of people who have issues maintaining a job or even having a job in the first place. Many people can't take care of themselves. Many people can't have a livelihood, which is a very major problem in Nigeria. And because of this, we have increasing rates in poverty, we have increasing rates in crime, because of the fact that people cannot have jobs and find any way to get money. We have the unemployment rate, which is skyrocketing every day. We are being told that there are no jobs for us, which is a major problem. This is where my project comes in. I call it project Helping Hands. It comes in threefold. We have the skill acquisition aspect, we have the empowerment aspect, and we have the helping the needy aspect. We have 5 major skills. We have the baking, we have tie and dye, we have bag making, we have shoe making, and we have crocheting. These are the major aspects that we've picked. Now we are empowering these people to also go into the economy to be very good. That's where this empowerment comes in. So we train them very well, not 2 classes, not 2 months, not 2 weeks, but at least 2 months training. They are very good, and then we are empowering them to go in. And we also deal in mentorship, so they can ask questions constantly to make sure that they are very good at what they do, and they can always come back and follow us. Now the helping the needy part is part of the project as well. For each and every of these classes, different projects will be done. You can have clothes made at the end of the day, you can have shoes and all of that. Every of the proceeds of each of the classes will be taken back into the community, because there are so many people who need these things who can't afford them, and most of them are like basic amenities. So every of them are taken back into the community. We are looking at ages 16 and above for any of the age groups, I'm sorry, for any of the sex groups, either male or female. Those are people that are looking at 16 because of the fact that that is when most people are done with secondary school, and that's what we want to target. We are looking to affiliate with people like Reddish Chronicle, with NGOs as well, who are interested in empowering, and also religious bodies who are interested in empowering their people as well. Once again, I am Abigail Alhusa Omori. I am President 014, President 14. Please vote for my project.
Hi, my name is Ayomide, one of the fathers of the TV podcast. I have been to 20. It's no news that the population of those with disabilities is skyrocketing. We can likely link this to the fact that the present state of the country, the high level of insurgency average has led so many of them and this bill is first Project Justice Disability is better from the word disability. It is majorly for the impaired, that is the disabled. The aim here is to make the society at large and this special individual see that there is actually ability in disability. That sounds good, I know. Just bridging the gap in between those that are not and this special individual with a series of events that we've actually put in place and innovative idea that I want to time. Firstly, we'll be having a 7-day skill acquisition empowerment scheme plus a trade fair, to empower them depending on their individual disabilities and to also fund, that is to empower them. Secondly, we will be having the first ever of its kind in Nigeria. This time is in Health Nigeria, which is a platform, to bring these individuals out there. We have handsome men, we have beautiful men among them. We're bringing them out to the world. Lastly, we'll be having the first ever fashion runway show for people with disability. It's so amazing. I know that already. They've always wanted to show themselves, but there's this tag thing on them. This will be a platform to bring them together. And I must say, fashion is a good way to bring people together. Thank you very much. Please, I remain considered number 20. And don't forget to vote for this idea. Thank you so much.
Every asthma attack is what will shut up. In Zuzu Valentina, in Proto, Pachaka, in Zuzu. Sia, entra da Baia, Manjuata la Brade, Ito Roko, Susia, Eleggia la Baia Gadava, Lima Suata, we prophesy healing, we prophesy deliverance, Ajuata, Entuata, Elezo, Enotoro, Toja, Ingarada, Mazuande, Libra, Nigado, Elezo, Exuta, Aprequito, Enzologo, Liga, Ruda, Enzariga, Tutu, Kotoya, Bara, Exuanada, Exozodea, Extaquata, Parado, Exula, Brade, Exalabaya, Gadela, Abigail, we prophesy here, upon your blood right now, Exuta, Capradea, Exola, Brada, Capaya, Exozosta, Ana Brade, Exuana, Ecoloto, Segedele, Gezele, Rodofuza, Ana, Exuana, Libra, Halakaya, Exoloto, Ecoloto, Zadaya, Anjalada, Anjaleka, Quadra, Zadarika, Quadra, Edrotosia,
It pains my heart every day on the street, looking for money. When tell me they're looking for money just to make ends meet. The woman will just go and sell her body just to get money, to make ends meet. And I've come to discover this in the society. You see more of women with children, baby mamas, and I've had time to discuss with some of those baby mamas to ask them what happened. And from my interaction with some women, some ladies like me, some tell you, I have no one to help me, so for that reason, I entered into this. I met somebody to help me, and these women are so vulnerable, these ladies are so vulnerable because some of the men out there are just there to take advantage of the fact that they have nothing to do. And as such, it pains my heart to see a woman being idle. It pains my heart to see a woman doing nothing. And because of this, I have come up with a project called Women Education and Empowerment Project called WHIP. Now, why WHIP? I came up with this project just because I want to help in my own little way salvage the young ladies, salvage women from ignorance. I believe one of the problems of this thing is ignorance. The women are not well equipped. The women are not well empowered. Now there is a saying that goes, when you empower and educate a woman, you educate a nation. Quote me anywhere. When you empower and educate a woman, you educate and empower a nation. Now, one of the problems I've discovered and I've highlighted, to solve this problem, WHIP, the main aim and objective of WHIP is to create a decent job, create decent jobs in a sustainable way for all women across the globe, across Nigeria, the 36 states, and the FCT inclusive. And how do I intend to go about this project? Now, I intend going about this project so that by creating a program called Operation Rescue Them Young, rescue them from the interior villages, whereby some people will be organized, some women will be organized, we're going to be organizing seminars, we're going to be organizing programs like skill acquisition, so that a woman, at least an average woman in Nigeria, an average young lady in Nigeria can be equipped at least with one skill. With one skill. If a woman in Nigeria, every woman in Nigeria has one skill, then most of the problem of abject poverty can be reduced. I still remain Blessings, custodian 0615. Vote for me. Follow the show. Follow the program. it is educating, it is entertaining, and it is the spiritual. You can't afford to miss out on this program. For you to vote for me properly, for you to follow up properly, follow up the program, vote me. I repeat, vote me, support me, and God will bless you.
Hi everyone, I'm David, custodian 24. I noticed that there's a problem we're having in our nation, Nigeria, which is job unemployment, and it's really affecting every crooks and crannies of the country. And that is what brought me to this project, which I call Project Have Your Phone, Have Your POS. And somebody out there might ask, what do you mean by Project Have Your Phone, Have Your POS? We're trying to put a platform whereby a phone can be able to also have the ability which POS also have. What do we mean by that? In a phone, there's always a place where it's called a chip, where we put a SIM card, a terminal portal, where we put a SIM card. And also in a POS, we also have a portal where we put the chip of an ATM. So that POS is used for making transactions for and rendering services for goods and services and making payments, while the phones are used for communications. In recent time, when phones came to Africa, mostly people started opening shops for making calls and phone booths and the rest. But now it's no longer that. We only focus more on selling on phone and buying on phone. So this operation, this project, Have Your Phone, Have Your POS, is a project which we are trying to make sure that we're able to emerge both the phone and the POS. The reason I would like you to vote for this project is to support this project is because this project is going to employ, it's going to bring employment to the country, to the nation, and it's going to make over 10 million Nigerian youth to be empowered financially, because the major thing is to remove hunger from the country. And this project is a very robust project because it's going to have it's either going to be done either through hardware or software. That is to say, there can be a program that can be installed, can be created or manufactured into the phone that can allow a POS that can bring the features or the profiles of POS machine into the phone. So that project, Have Your Phone, Have Your POS, is going to be like a merging both a phone and a POS. That is to create jobs, because we believe that in Nigeria now, almost every Nigerian has a phone. But question now is, how does that phone brings back finances into your pocket in another channel? We just talk about maybe internet, Facebook, Instagram, and other things, but we have different dimensions and diversities of whereby we can turn this thing to become financial revenue to us. And I believe that everybody also know what POS is used to do. POS is used for making transactions of payments for goods and services. So when these both things are being merged, it is possible to eradicate poverty in the country. So I'd like you to vote for this project. Thank you very much. Remember, I'm David, custodian 24.
So, this saying says, holding on to get resurrection. Why don't you take that and cook it, and then make it have peaceful worship? Now, this is what we are doing about Project Feed the Mind. Now, Project Feed the Mind, the function is saying, now even said skill acquisition, comprising of music production, cinematography, graphic design, and interior design. So yeah, this is what we do. We will get a bit and equip youths, Nigerian youths, different states. After that, they will undergo a 6 months training, then graduated, then be equipped with those materials or equipment so that they can also educate what has been done. So this is project. I urge you all to vote for this project so it will be the Father's blessing. Thank you.
Hospital, and I'm custodian 012. Generally, the arts and its related courses and career have been running our society has moved the art solely compared to its counterparts. I'm an advocate for the arts, and this has made me come up with this project titled Project Creativity. This project will inspire children across the country. It will help discover and develop artistic talent, basically in the orphanages, in primary school, and in rural communities, because we have to catch them young. Our society these days discourages children from venturing into the art because they feel it's not lucrative or it doesn't add anything to the society. So this project will help encourage talents in art. And then as a result of that, we will also give scholarship to children who have been discovered so that they can venture into art-related courses in tertiary and vocational institutions. In 2012, I was denied a scholarship, a community scholarship, because I belong to the art. The organizers of this scholarship categorically told me that I will not be given the scholarship after I scored the highest and was qualified for it, that they will not be giving it to me because I belong to the art. So I cannot contribute anything positive to the society, that they will rather give it to those in the engineering, law, or even medicine. As a matter of fact, this is the experience that created this project. I want to be an advocate for art. I want to encourage Nigerian children, especially in the orphanages, in primary school, and in rural community, to take up careers in the art. I want you to support my project. Support my project and let us touch life.
Hello everyone, my name is Tony Greatness, custodian 017. And my project is called Switch. Switch is a mind shifter. And we've discovered that a lot of people who go through formal education have no skill, and as such they come up looking for jobs. So Switch is, we seek to equip at young people from primary 6 to SS3. Secondary school out, even school could not afford formal education. So with vocational skill, monetized vocational skills, what they can do to become somebody, such as graphic designing, fashion designing, presenting, acting, singing, songwriters, music production, animations, photography, and name them all. And then the people we are targeting to equip with these ideas would be the young guys from the inner city, orphans in the orphanage homes, those who have no faith in themselves, just living life, whatever every day brings. So our stakeholders will be government bodies, diplomatic agencies, religious bodies, churches in particular. We work with NGOs, individuals, stars and influencers, people who will help us amplify this. So we are looking at a yearly event which will showcase our artists that we've groomed and then the other stars. And it's a fundraiser. The yearly event is called the Switch Concert, which will raise money for us to provide shelter. There's what we call Switch Shelter for aged people who are living in indecent environment, those in the rural communities, those in rural communities in urban cities. Yes, in the forgotten places of the urban cities. We are so busy we don't remember the widows and the stuff. I want you to, as you go watch, I beg, please, Ejo, Biko, vote for this project. Vote for this project. My name remains the Greatness, custodian 017. Please, yes, thank you. As you don't vote, tell your friend to tell another friend. Please vote for Project Switch. It will cost, we'll produce 360 on a minimal in on all the states collectively in Nigeria. 360 per year. That's a big one. And we have another sub-project which is called Everyone Help One. So we raise these people, they begin to help one. So you multiply 360 by 360, you know how many will make Nigeria the great Nigeria that we know. Thank you so much. Custodian, Vision of Greatness, 017. Thank you so much. Hey, you don't vote again, I like that. Thank you.
Custodian number 016. I'm actually Nigeria fashion talent discovery project. This project was vetted as a result of my pain concerning the indecent dressing among our Nigerian girls. God has shown me what the purpose of fashion is. He showed me in the Bible, in Exodus chapter 28, where he told Moses to make garments for Aaron that would, and he stated the purpose. He said the clothes that speak dignity and honor. And he said to bring dignity to his work. So that's the purpose of our wears. Our wears are to speak. When you dress, your dress speaks dignity and honor. Thirdly, I've also noticed the problem of we have so many tailors littered around the streets of every state, but yet little impact. They have little impact. And these tailors are not growing, all because they are yet to understand that the fashion world is moved beyond you acquiring the skill of tailoring, knowing how to make clothes, no, it has gone beyond that. It has gone into fashion, designing, create designs for yourself, fashion modeling, how you're able to model your product, fashion marketing, how you're able to put your product out there. They don't know all these things, and that's why they are not growing. So this project also seeks to correct that. The project focuses on Nigerian girls between the age of 13 to 20 years. And I'm focusing on the young girls because I believe that the young girls are actually neglected, especially in the stage where they don't live a complete normal child. Yes, because the reason why we have rape cases and all is the indecent dressing of young girls. I'm discussing this in the rape cases, the rate of I believe that this project will improve. And then number 3, it will place Nigeria on the world fashion map. Like when I look at that out, I plan to train 100 young girls. I plan to teach them the fundamentals of my craft. And like I told you before, I will not just be teaching them the skills, but the core essence, the core values that in fashion. So I'm going to train 100 young girls in fashion, and I'm going to train them so that they can empower others. My name is Mercy Ifnaya Adike, Custodian 016. Do well to vote for this project because I know that you are also tired of indecent dressing and all. Do well to vote for this project. So I realized a lot of problems have been happening in society with sexual purity and immorality that cause a lot of decadence, especially with marriages and a lot of young people and adults. This is something I've experienced personally through sexual addictions that cause a lot of problems, especially for people who are married. So the project normally is meant to encourage this thing through the rehabilitation movement. So what we want to do is normally is to inform the mindset, tell them understand some of the realities that currently accepted as norms and cultures in society are anomalies and abnormal things, and to also help people with resources, community support, and mental health programs, and also therapy, coaching, spiritual support that will help marriages that are broken through sexual addictions to recover and stand back, and to also help young people like me that are going through sexual addictions and problems that they could not tell people, to help them bounce back and find their footing with a life free from sexual immoralities, to build a community that is filled with pure and purified people. So I'm Custodian 023 again, and thank you so much. Please vote for this project. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I will knock you.
I will knock father.
Wow, I'm not.
Listen to the greatest accident time we're doing. I've been punching back.
Val, my guy, forget.
So,
yeah, we see already.
I don't like this ministry.
You need to, thank you so much.
You like to pass me. I think I like it.
You need to
hey, it is where?
The work of the Father.
3 to 1.
Yeah, 3 to 1.
No, 3 to 2.
3 to 2.
Say 3 to 1.
You want to keep person with that, though? Me, I don't finish.
It's okay.
Well, make a check.
All activity. The whole of Oxen was held tonight. All activity. Am I right?
That's all.
Now we did power this time around. We have the authority to cancel everything. All activities. Yes, to your room, O ye Israel.
I will pray for my room.
No, do you? Oh, Baba Dunamis never hear me well. All activities.
If I knock you,
all even extra spiritual activities.
Anything.
Is it just spiritual?
If Father can come through the normal requirements, who are you to say you want to do extra?
If I knock you, yeah.
In fact, you have to go to the kitchen because the kitchen is like a major location.
Yes. All of them, no extramarital restrictions. I code.
On me. I will show on your
We just want to test them.
I want to know if she's okay with that.
They don't share. I'm saying we are taking notice in the afternoon. Take some food.
Anybody don't want to go.
No, you don't go reach some people from that one.
Just take your own.
I beg, you don't reach some people. You get the confidence.
I'm on that the way we got down.
The only one I think
Only one accident.
That's only a big goal. Ayo.
Who get this one?
lesson. Why is sharing in the phone? This gospel.
Guys, let's manage resources, I beg. You don't need to finish all the animal food. Ayo, too.
For 3 months, bro.
Oh, yeah, cool. Okay, well, this one you don't want.
I know the bigger one.
Make I go see my enemies.
So I see the arrangement.
He was people to carry. He said
He
that's the
asked me.
one.
Where's the last
I think that's what we can try.
There's no oil now.
There's no oil.
There's
no granite oil.
Yes, no.
There's no granite oil.
Just stop.
Everything happens.
I like them.
No granite oil. For what? This sounds like it's for what?
I don't understand.
For no business. For no day. You say I'm not a big granite oil. You know they see the container.
Just give me the conductor and cook. Something good inside. And tomorrow I cook soup. I'm not be I don't pour it to the waste. If I don't put the noodles, amazing. What's it?
Amazing God. Amazing God.
That? But you shall be your You know you talk.
Why not paying? I don't know.
Just one thing. Just one thing.
No.
Since you're not fine.
How do you guys chop and then yeah? Person wey dey chop and then yeah, what's the chopping domi?
Nice in the she go still
mo ti sáré lọ sórí òkè ọmọ yẹn pastor mo ti kọ́ ẹ jọ
The guys are the prayer warriors. Anytime anything happens,
I ain't no prayer.
guys will start